Hey y'all, welcome to this week's What's for Dinner. I am so sorry. I have not made a new video in close to probably 3 months. My life has been so crazy busy and just a lot of stuff happening. I mentioned, I think the last time I posted something, I mentioned about my daughter and my niece getting into a side-by-side accident, and my niece broke her leg really bad, and we've been taking care of her here at our house and taking her to the doctor, and then she got an infection and was back in the hospital. She's been doing physical therapy now 3 times a week, so it's like very busy. My son graduated and he's leaving this Sunday for Army boot camp, and so it's like I've been trying to spend time with him, and just my husband has had 2 surgeries. I never mentioned it. One in one in March, and then they had to redo the surgery more extensively just recently in June. June, was it 14th? Yeah. So yeah, a lot's been going on, and so that is why I have not been making any videos, but I want to try to start getting back into it. If you noticed earlier this week, I did do a grocery haul, and today I'm going to share a What's for Dinner with you. The first meal actually was recorded back in the end of April. It was shortly after my niece had gotten home from the hospital, because she's actually still in her wheelchair in that video. But she just recently, yesterday, went to the doctor and found out that we can start applying weight to her foot. So before long, she will be walking without crutches. So that's cool. So what was I going to say? Oh, so anyway, so that video is actually a little older. And then I have 2 more meals that we did this week. So I just wanted to quickly get on here and just kind of let y'all know what's been going on. And I will be doing like a day in the life vlog. I'm planning on doing that in the next week or 2, and I'll do more of a life update then, talk with y'all, share more, but I just thought I'd quickly get on. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Hey y'all, tonight I'm gonna throw together some sloppy joes. I'm just kind of doing my own thing. I have a couple of pounds of hamburger meat, and I'm seasoning it up with some salt and some pepper. I'm using the pink Himalayan salt, and then I'm using some of the fresh, I don't know if you call it fresh, but ground black pepper. And I'm going to season this up. I'm also going to add in some diced onions and diced green bell pepper. And we're going to brown this meat, and then I'll come back and show you what we're going to add in next. Okay, now that our meat is browned, I'm adding in some mustard, and I cannot remember my exact measurement that I used. I think I used maybe a tablespoon. It has been a while ago that I made this video, so I'm guessing. But from what I can tell on the ketchup, I believe I did half a cup and then 1 full cup. So if you're wanting to follow along, I believe it was 1.5 cups of ketchup. On the mustard, I think it was maybe a tablespoon. And so I add that in, and then I'm also going to add in some brown sugar, and I believe I added 3 or 4 teaspoons, because I guess I had all this pre-measured and put into bowls. So now I'm like putting it in, and I was trying to count. I think that's 4 teaspoons. And then I have some minced garlic, and that's kind of tricky there, because for some reason I really can't see how much I used. I'm probably did 2 or 3 cloves. And when you're measuring it that way, usually a half is half a teaspoon. Oh, look, I think I figured it out. I think I did a teaspoon, because I usually measure by the halves, so which would be 2 cloves of garlic. So I'm stirring this up really well, and then I'm going to let this simmer, probably 10 or 15 minutes. Just let it simmer so all the flavors can, go together and become, I don't know, good. Y'all, every time I do voiceovers, I am not good at it. Not good at it at all. So that's why I usually try to talk as I'm making the food. But sometimes when I have a house full of people, it's hard. because this particular day, I know everybody was watching TV and making noise, and so sometimes it's just easier to do the voiceovers. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to, I believe I end up covering this and letting it simmer. I don't think it shows in this clip, but I do. Oh, there it goes. I do cover it. Okay, y'all, here I am just showing y'all that it kind of thickened up and how good it looks. So I'm just kind of stirring it a little. I ended up adding some more salt and pepper. I just didn't show that. But look at that. It's nice. It's going to be so good. And we're going to serve this on buns. We usually put a slice of cheese on it. And yeah, it's an easy supper. So I will let y'all see the reaction. Okay, Courtney, how do you like the sloppy joes tonight? They good? And my niece Peyton's over here. How do you like it?
They're good.
Are you doing better?
Yeah.
Okay, because I told everybody about you, of course. But anyways, all right. Now let me come over here. Bryce, how you like it?
How'd you make it this time?
It's just homemade. It had ketchup and
It tastes
mustard and sugar, brown sugar.
That's why it tastes like that. It's good. I like it.
And stuff.
Are you okay? All right.
Adrian, how do you like it? Would you recommend it? Okay, we got something all the kids like, and let's see what my husband. Yay! And he made some tater tots, curly fries, and even some okra. So, yay! Hey y'all, we are going to be making a crock pot creamy white chicken chili. We're starting this in the morning, of course, in the crock pot. So, and you can hear it, y'all. It's thundering outside. So we're going to start out by putting all of our ingredients. You need a 4-ounce can of diced green chilies. We're going to put that in there. Try to get all of it in. We also need a 15-ounce can of cannelli beans, but we need to drain them, so I'm going to drain them over here. Okay, there's that. And then we also need a 15-ounce can of Great Northern beans, which I'm going to drain also. Okay. We also need to add in 2 tablespoons of fresh cilantro, which I have cut up. I'm kind of guesstimating that that's 2 tablespoons, so we're going to put that in there. We also need 2 tablespoons of lime juice. And I just buy this real lime. Put that in. Okay, about 2 tablespoons of that. Now we're going to do 2 cups of chicken broth. And what I'm going to use is I have this Knorr chicken flavored bouillon. And you just put 1 tablespoon per cup. Or not tablespoon, sorry, 1 teaspoon per cup. So I have 2 cups of like warm water right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put the 2 teaspoons in here and mix it up. And then we have our own chicken broth. Then just try to mix it with this instead of getting another spoon. Weather alerts. Okay, that should be mixed enough. So we're going to go ahead and pour our 2 cups of chicken broth in. It says 1 cup of onion, which I just kind of, I don't know, guesstimated again. I love this. My Aunt Joyce sent me this little chopper. Thank you, Joyce. It comes in handy. Oh. Let me put you back over here where you can see what I'm doing. Only thing is I have cut myself a couple of times on the blade when I've washed it and it's setting out over, like drying with the dishes. I've cut my finger with it a couple times, but it definitely works good. So we're going to get all those onions in there. And now we're going to add in 3, we'll do those next. Hold on. We're going to add in our seasoning first. We need a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin. go. We need a half a teaspoon of dried oregano. And we also need a half a teaspoon of salt. We need a fourth a teaspoon of black pepper. And we need a teaspoon of chili powder. I'm just going to use this half teaspoon twice. 1/2, second half there. And then we also need to add in 3 cloves of minced garlic, which I already have this chopped up, and about a half a teaspoon is equal to a clove. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And the last thing we're going to add in is 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. I didn't say to chop it up, but I'm going to kind of chop it up a little bit, just so it's not a big blob. Okay. And now I think we got everything except for our chicken. We're going to put that in a minute. So we're going to stir all this in as good as I can. Mix it well. And it calls for 1 pound of chicken breast or thighs, boneless, skinless. I have chicken breast. I'm just using 2. Okay, hold up, stop. Do not put 2 chicken breasts in there unless they're just really small. Use 1, because later on I regretted putting those 2 chicken breasts in. It was good. The chili was good, but it just had too much chicken in it. It would have been better with just 1 chicken breast. So just letting y'all know that. Hopefully that'll be not too much. Be hopefully right. So let's get those. And I'll just go ahead and tear off a little bit of that fat that was sticking off. There's 1. Here's the second one. Stick that down in there. Oh Lord. Okay, now we're going to cover this, and we're going to go ahead and just cook it on low for 7 hours, or you can cook it on high for 4. But I think we got enough time, so we're going to have it for 7 hours, which will get it done about 6 o'clock, which is when we need it to be done. So there you go, y'all. I'll bring you back when it's all done. Okay, y'all. This has been cooking for 7 hours. I'm going to get a fork. I'm going to check and make sure this chicken is done. Oh yeah, it is just falling apart. So what you want to do is just shred, kind of break this chicken up. And I mean, it's just breaking up easy with a fork. So I'm just going to break that up with my fork. And so I don't know why this cream cheese is still kind of in chunks. So I'm going to try to get that to break up too. Oh, and the more I stir it around, I think it's starting to break up that cream cheese that is in chunks, so. Okay. I'm just going to finish stirring this up and everything, and then we'll come back and let you know what we think about it. Hey, Adrienne. It's been a while. How you doing?
I'm doing.
Okay, how do you like the soup? Or the chili?
It's good. It's just hard to get on your spoon.
I think I put too much chicken. I think I should have just put 1 chicken breast instead of 2.
Chili.
So it's a lot of, yeah, chicken.
Everywhere.
How about you, Paytana? Or Payton?
Favorite thing ever.
Does it taste okay?
Yes.
I couldn't remember if it was the same one or not.
I love it.
Well, thank you. Okay, Courtney. Is it good?
I almost just dumped it all on myself, but other than that, it's good.
Yep, I say it's good too. So it's kind of a weird thing to be eating in the middle of summer. You know, usually people don't eat soup, but it's good.
It's not soup, it's like...
Or it's supposed to be chili. It's kind of thick, right? Hey y'all, welcome to Tonight's What's for Dinner. I'm going to be making an easy lasagna casserole. So I have 1 pound of ground beef and 1 onion that I've diced up here in a pan. And I'm going to season that up. Let me turn my pan on. I'm going to season it up with a little salt and pepper to begin with. Just kind of a little of that. I'm also going to add in some garlic powder. And I'm going to also put a little bit of Italian seasoning. And we're going to start browning that. Also, in the meantime, back over here, I have a pot that I'm bringing some water up to boil, and we're going to put some rotini pasta in there. And I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven to 350. And so I will just, my meat was a little bit frozen, but we're going to do that. I'm also going to cut up some lettuce and tomatoes, and we'll have like salad on the side with this. And so I will come back once I get the meat all browned. Okay, y'all, I'm having to do voiceovers again because the girls are in here watching some show. But anyways, my meat is done. And so now I'm adding in a cup of cottage cheese. We're going to kind of mix that in a little. And then I'm going to add in just a minute, a jar of Prego sauce. Okay, so now I've got the Prego sauce. We're just going to get all of that in there. And then we're going to mix this up really well. So you're basically taking your ingredients that you would use for your lasagna and just putting it all in one, which I love this idea. And then I'm going to add in the rotini noodles that I have already cooked and drained. And we're going to mix this all up very well together. And then I'm going to get a 9 by 13 inch pan. It called for a 10 by 15, but I just use a 9 by 13 inch pan. Okay, now that I have our pan out, I'm going to go ahead and spray it with some nonstick cooking spray. I don't know why I'm out of breath. And then we're going to take our pan. Well, let me zoom it in for y'all, so you can see a little better. Sometimes I'm not the best camera person, but anyways, it's been a while, y'all. It's been a while. And this pot right here, y'all, our pan was pretty heavy. But anyways, we want to scrape all that in there really good and spread it out. And then you're going to get some mozzarella cheese. And we're going to top it with that. And there you go, y'all. It's some mozzarella cheese. It says to use 8 ounces, which is, I guess, actually, no, I'm looking at another recipe I have laying here. It said 8 ounces, which is what, a cup? But I just put what I thought should go on there. I think, more cheese is better. So you just put as much cheese on there as your heart desires. And then once you do that, you're going to put it in the oven on 350 for about 15 minutes, which just gives it enough time for the cheese to get all melted and bubbly and yummy. So I will be back in just a second, and I'll show y'all the finished product. Okay, y'all. Here is the meal all done. We're about to dig in, and we will let you know what we think. So far, this was really easy. I hope it tastes good, because this would be an easy thing to make.
Oh, looks good.
Yeah. So. Hey, y'all. I want to share with y'all these plates that I received from the company Dowan, or Dowan. I'm not sure how you pronounce them. These are 10.4 inch plates, and I received 6. There are 2 red, but they each have different patterns. And these are actually on sale this week, starting July 1st until next week on July 13th, which happens to be my birthday. And you can save 40% off on these products. I'm going to have the link down below, but these, y'all, are so beautiful. They're so pretty. And like, look at that. I love them. So we're going to use these tonight for supper. Adrian, what do you think about these pretty plates?
I want the black one. I'll switch you.
Okay, Peyton and Adrian are switching. Courtney, do you like your plate?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, y'all, make sure to check them out. I'll have the I'll have the link down below in the description box, and 40% off right now. So if you are looking for some really pretty dinner plate, check out, I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
Dowan.
Dowan or Dowan? Dowan. Okay. Anyways.
D-O-W-A-N.
Yeah, there you go. And y'all, I forgot to share with y'all the other item I received from Dowan. It is a butter crock. I have always wanted one of these. You fill it up at the bottom with water to the specified line, and then you can put some softened butter in there and keep it at room temperature, and it keeps your butter good. And right now, it shows that it's 30% off. Normally, it's $24.27, so you can get it right now for $16.95. I totally forgot to show that because I hadn't put any butter in it yet, but I'm so excited to use it. So I wanted to point that out to y'all too. I'm not good at this. I almost forgot how to ask for opinions and see how everybody likes it. How do you like it, Adrian? 2 thumbs ups. Okay. My husband is working.
Just one.
One? Oh, 2. My husband's working, so he's not here to try it. Let's go over to Peyton.
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Okay. She finished hers. You gonna get some more?
She
Maybe.
must have been hungry because she walked it in.
She didn't have as much as you, though. Anyways,
How
about you?
I like it. It tastes really good. It tastes like actual lasagna, and it didn't take as long either.
Yes.
So it's really good.
That's what
And
I
it's
like about it.
A good pan. Like we ate pretty much because it's like not a deep pan really.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I was just scooping. Like it wasn't actually scooping like a good helping.
You may have. I'm still eating because I got my food last, but I'm actually gonna get more. So yeah, I recommend this. Yeah.
Give it all
Okay.
very-